And we are live. The atmosphere is quite grim in this tavern. The lights are very dimmed, and there's one person playing the cello in the corner of the room. It looks like an older elf man with a little gray mustache, but everyone just looks sad. The song he's playing is a sad one. There's a center stage here with a 5 foot high gnome who's wearing a sort of it looks almost like a clown outfit a little bit, and he's kind of dancing like a sad dance in the inn right now. Everyone's pretty sad in here except for you guys. I would probably say. You guys are in the corner of the room of the entire tavern right now, and you're cheersing your drinks quite loudly and happily, celebrating a recent victory of the Order of Fall in the town of Brocklewhite. You're in the tavern called Otto's Head, and there's a man sitting here, skinny, pointed ears, and just looks a little bit pale.
Go on.
His name is Reddy, and you sound interested. His name is Reddy, and he is currently the only contact that you guys have of the Order of Fall in the town of Brocklewhite. Uh, uh, you guys can, I think you all know each other already, um, but I'm gonna say Killen, Vanessa, Mayumi, and Kira. All of you are already sitting down here, side by side, drinking.
Who's
Uh,
Vanessa?
Sorry, Merilith, my bad. Um, Killen is actually the one who was here first. The three of you, Merilith, Kira, and Mayumi, you've just arrived in here. And Yeah, Killen has some news to announce to you guys, I'm assuming. Killen, you want to tell them what happened?
Oh my God. It was crazy. It was so crazy. So yeah, we recently, and I'm gonna whisper this really quietly. We recently killed Lord Dumont. This is where you go, whoa.
Well, the reaction was impressive.
This is a really cool reaction. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe you guys can tell me how your characters react to this news.
Oh, that's crazy. How did it happen?
I mean, it was pretty wild. Like we met this guy and he gave us some really crazy magical tools. Like I have a crossbow, and if I whisper a name to it, the arrow will like go kill someone. And we
Uh,
have these bomb things too.
the guy with the pointed ears kind of leans in a bit and says, "And I'm expecting those back, by the way."
I hope we kept them.
Yeah, no, you actually have like them in boxes right next to you. They're kind of stacked next to you on the seat.
Okay, good. Merilith had to take a little break, but she'll be right back, she says.
Oh, Merilith goes to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Kira, Mayumi, are you guys happy? To hear this news? Are you unhappy?
Mission accomplished, so pretty happy, you know?
I mean, I'm kind of disappointed that I failed when I was there.
You're disappointed that you failed?
That like we couldn't succeed when I was there, and then another team did it.
Because you
Yeah,
decided
it was
to,
kind of an anticlimactic kill, to be honest. Like we were stuck fighting these like golden goblins for what seemed like hours. And then it turned out that the first sword that this dude threw actually killed Dumont before we even fought the goblins. So the whole thing was kind of anticlimactic, honestly. So don't feel
Classic.
sad. Don't feel sad.
who got the kill?
What was his name? I can't even remember. Was it Alisar that threw the sword?
Yeah, it was Alisar.
Yeah, Alisar.
Of course, it was
Came very close to dying too, but he's okay now.
Yeah, you guys actually heard that Alisar is currently had to be transported to the Order of Fall headquarters in Sudbury
Hospitalized.
because of critical injuries. So he couldn't be with you today.
But Frosty saved the day. It was pretty crazy.
The skinny man speaks up and says, "Well, listen, nice to meet the three of you. You must be Merilith Estina?" He looks at Merilith.
Yes, hello.
Look, your reputation precedes you. It's quite an honor to meet you.
Thank you. I won't be signing any autographs.
Oh, of course, of course. Listen, my name is Reddy. I work for the Order of Fall. You can think of me as kind of an engineer for the Order of Fall. I design various artifacts and tools that the Order might need. Thanks to all four of you, the Order of Fall has now reclaimed control of the town of Brocklewhite. Celissa Dumont will now rise to power. That's Lord Vessar's sister. And she's quite supportive of our organization. So, good job. But you can all pat yourselves on the back for what you've done here.
Thank you. I just had one question actually, since I know you're so good with weapons. Do you by chance repair shields?
I mean, I'm no blacksmith, but you can go to any blacksmith and probably, spend.
But don't you think that you would do an extra good job at it?
Well, look, shields are sort of beneath me, if you know what I mean, unless you have some sort of magical element in there. But you can try to roll charisma here and try to convince him if you want.
Okay, let me try. What's my I think my charisma's +2. +2. 10. That's not great.
Yeah, so listen, this is not the type of thing that I do, but if you go to the blacksmith, you could probably get that figured out. I actually wanted to meet the four of you for a different reason. Look, everything seems to be good in town here. You've done a lot of good work, but I have orders from higher up that there's a new job to be done. Have any of you been to the Panish Mountains to the southeast before?
Not yet, I think.
Same, I think.
I have not.
So, in the Panish Mountains, there is the town of Swinford. This is where the clan of Windfury lives. They kind of govern the whole Panish Mountain area. Let's just say that there's been a bit of an issue with power in the region. Lady Windfury right now is not friendly to our operations in the area. We've been trying to set up a certain tunnel system that can provide tools and supplies to our agents in the area, and she's been increasing her patrols for some reason in those tunnels. So this is not the first time that her operations get in our way. We figured that one of our agents is actually her advisor. He could probably control her son much better than he could control her. So we would like her to die.
If my colleagues and I can just consult for a moment in private.
In private.
I want to, because I want to mention stuff that I wouldn't want this person to hear.
Let's go to the smoke-filled room.
Well, listen. I mean, I'm an agent of the order, just like any of you are. If there's something you want, if there's something you want to discuss.
But I mean, it's a decision for us to make together, and we would like to discuss it together.
Fair enough. I mean, if that's what you'd like to do, go ahead. And he gets up and walks over to the bar.
Okay, guys. What was the name of the lady? Just, I want to keep notes.
Lady Windfury.
Lady Windfury. So the thing is, I don't know if it's right to kill her or not, but I think we should accept the quest just so we can at least meet her and decide then if we help her or if we kill her.
Are you suggesting to betray the Order of the Fall?
I don't think it's a betrayal. I just want to know why they want to kill her, and I want to hear her side of the story.
You're cutting off at the end there, but I'm assuming you said her side of the story.
Yes.
Yeah, I totally agree. Let's do it.
If I get paid to do a quest, I'm doing it. I don't care what the values or morals are behind it. I just want my money.
Yeah, but what if she can offer us more? What if she, what if she offers us
like
a
what
better
you're
deal
saying.
to side with her?
Yeah, be smart about it.
And I have to agree with Meredith. It seems like excessive to go kill someone, just establish a coup, just for us to be able to pass arms in tunnels or supply.
We literally just did that with the Duma. Can somebody tell me the name of the city?
Yeah.
I can't seem. Can somebody show me on the map?
Panish Mountains in Swinford is what I wrote down. That's what I heard.
Okay, I'm looking at the map right now. And Swinford. Okay, I found it.
So what do you guys do?
Yeah, I agree with Meredith. Let's take the quest. So let's go back to the guy and tell him that we're in.
Okay. Well,
we can decide for sure once we know the situation better.
Yeah.
Okay, so I go and get him from the bar and tell him that we've made our decision.
Reddy is kind of standing up and looking left and right, just kind of bobbing his head a little bit to the cello music. He's tapping his hands on the bar, seemingly just trying to look casual while passing the time. So he turns around and looks at Meredith. So do we have a deal?
We have a deal.
Excellent. I'm happy to hear
Wait. How much are we being paid for this?
The pay for the entire mission for the death of Lady Windfury.
Yeah, say that a little louder. Jeez.
Sorry, I'm not used to doing this whole smoke-filled backroom type of thing. It would be 1,500 Arayan per person. Does that sound like a good deal?
That's pretty good.
All right, that sounds like a deal. Are we being paid half of it in advance?
Yeah, you'd be getting paid half up front and half at the end.
And will we be receiving our money for last mission?
Oh yes, of course. So he goes and he actually brings you guys to the front. He has his horse there, and out of his horse a saddle, he pulls out a few sacks of coin. He pays you guys each 500 Arayan, plus 750 Arayan for the half of the 1,500. So you guys get 1,250 Arayan each that you can add to your wallets. Sounds good?
Yep.
Okay, excellent.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
You guys can start thinking about anything you'd like to bring with you to the mountains. I'll let each of you do one purchase if you need to buy anything.
Can I get my shield repaired before we go?
Sure.
That's my whole thing I want to do.
Let me just look at the market. So yeah, so for a repair, it would cost 70 Arayan.
Let's do it.
Okay. Anything else, guys?
Can you check your Facebook messages?
Yeah, let me check. Okay. Anything else, guys? Hello?
I think we're good.
No.
Okay, perfect.
I'm good here.
So
wait, one thing. I want to buy like a fur or a coat or whatever.
Like a saba.
okay, I can give you a fur that gives you a +1 on cold checks, for 50 Arayan.
All right, I'll buy that.
Sounds good. So you guys set off on a journey going southeast to the town of Swinford. Now, I think two of you have horses, and the other two are on foot. So that would be Kira and Mayumi. You're on foot. Um, the first thing that you notice as you're traveling in this direction is that slowly the terrain starts going uphill. So it's a little bit demanding from a cardio point of view. But another thing that becomes apparent is that the temperature begins to drop. It's not as warm as it was back down off of the mountains. So everybody, as you're climbing up into this mountain area, you're passing through forests and rocky terrain. I'm gonna have everybody pass me a cold check of 6, please. So you can roll for survival. You can add that skill if you want. Wisdom you can use.
Milton, do I get a bonus because I'm kind of a magic person?
Not unless you have an ability that protects you from the cold. So just say what you guys rolled, please.
I rolled a 7. I rolled a 5 plus 2 because I have a warm fur.
Perfect.
What was the check? It was 6?
6.
That's what I rolled.
Awesome.
9.
Mayumi?
Rolled a 1.
Ooh, you're gonna be cold.
Oh my god, he has to roll to survive the cold.
And in the middle of the night, as you guys are camping on the side of the road, Mayumi, you've just been shaking because the cold is just getting to you. You know, you're not well dressed for this type of temperature. You're gonna take 10 points of cold damage. As
it's kind of cold, man.
Yeah, as your hands begin to kind of frostbite a little bit. So you guys get through the beginning of the mountain. You guys start moving through this area, and I need everybody to roll me a perception check.
I have 15.
9.
6.
I rolled a 4.
Okay.
10 if scanning territory counts in this case.
Yes, it counts. Killen, you rolled the
So
highest.
Wait, sorry, 16. Yeah.
Killen, you notice off in the distance a tall tower. It's in the direction that you're walking in, but a bit off to the right. There seems to be a path in the forest leading in that direction. And you notice a bit of smoke coming from the tower, as if maybe there's a fire there that could keep you warm, maybe heal some cold injuries. Who knows?
Okay, cool. Hey guys, I see a
Nice.
tower. Let's sneak up to it, but maybe we'll be careful. And we'll
I
go
agree.
inside. Okay, cool.
All right. You guys begin to walk in this direction. The path that you notice has a bit of footprints in it, as there's a bit of snow in this area. But it's a stone path leading up to this tower. Are you guys trying to sneak here, or are you just walking?
I think we should sneak.
I agree about sneaking since there's footprints and stuff.
Yeah, because if it's footprints in snow, it's usually fresh.
Alright. Let's all try to be
I mean,
stealthy.
doesn't Kira know a little bit about this area? He is from there. He should know a little bit. No?
Kira, you can
Yeah,
roll for
Kira.
knowledge with advantage when it comes to something that you might know, and I might give you information.
Okay. I don't think I would know now.
Where are you from, by the way, exactly?
I'm from Stonefrost, I think.
Yeah, Stonefrost is in the Breda Mountains. Right now we're in the Panish Mountains. But you can still roll for knowledge. You just won't have an advantage necessarily.
Okay.
So what did you roll? Hello?
Yeah, I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, sick. Do you have wisdom as a core skill?
Yeah. I have wisdom.
Okay,
And in wisdom.
you can add under wisdom knowledge.
Okay.
Perfect. So yeah, you actually know a lot about this place. You had a dear friend when you were a child who came from this area, from the Panish Mountains. He kept talking about how the dwarves of the Panish Mountains were these quite proud people that really felt like they were better than everybody else around them. And you noticed that he kept talking about the large bridges that they would build between mountains, and the long tunnels that apparently would span multiple hundreds of kilometers and thousands of kilometers in every direction, and no one really knew exactly how far these tunnels went. Some say that they even extended further off than the entire Dija province. Yeah, that's all.
All right.
That's what you know about this area.
Okay, so like I kind of relate that information and suggest that we should definitely be sneaking and not just showing up to the wherever we're going to right now.
Okay, great. So let's proceed. I imagine we have to roll for sneak.
That's correct. Roll me for sneaking, please.
Oh, fuck yeah!
So please say what you guys got.
Natural 20.
With my pluses, I have an 8.
I rolled a 22.
Okay. So just for Merilith,
I rolled a 2.
nice. Merilith, what did you use as a
Oh
skill?
wait, sorry, it's a 9 for me. Sorry.
Okay. So Merilith, what did you use as a skill for sneaking? What's your best skill you have?
Under dexterity, I have stealth, and under stealth is sleight of hand, so I don't really have sneaking.
Yeah, so you can add sneaking next to sleight of hand under stealth.
Under stealth as a 2. Okay, cool.
Perfect. Yeah, you guys are quite stealthy. Unfortunately, Mayumi, you as you guys approach the clearing of this tower, Mayumi, you sort of slip on some ice and you start like slipping downhill towards this tower. You're kind of on elevated terrain a little bit compared to the tower. The tower is kind of dug into the mountain a little bit. But Merilith, you actually catch Mayumi and start pulling Mayumi back up. Roll me a strength check of 7, please, Merilith.
10. Plus like 1 or 2, I don't.
Yeah, you manage. Your big lady muscles are bulging right now. As you pull,
Hot.
you hoist Mayumi
Fuck yeah.
up using your pulling skills, and you bring Mayumi back behind the snowbank. That's kind of hiding you guys from the view of the tower. You notice a few voices coming from down in the tower. There's a bit of a window on the ground floor. This tower is about 5 stories high, and there's a kind of a chimney attached to the tower with some smoke coming out of it. You also notice 2 spears are planted in the snow next to the entrance of the tower. Yeah, that's all you notice offhandedly. So what's your strategy here, guys?
I'm thinking.
Me too. Like, is there any kind of window or anything we could see into that isn't the front entrance?
You can try. Roll your perception.
Okay, let me just see. +2. Ooh, natural 20 +2.
Damn. Okay, you already have
Hot.
perception, right?
Yeah,
You have visual perception.
I do not.
You can add that.
Okay.
Yeah, Killen, you're looking inside and you spot something quite specific. If you could just mute yourself while you're typing.
Oops, sorry.
You notice something quite specific through one of the windows. It looks like a red sigil. This is not a sigil that you would have seen before. But you notice the outline of what looks like a red scorpion on a black backdrop on a shield that's painted, and it's leaning against the chair on this foyer. You also notice firelight. It looks like there's a fire inside of this floor. Someone must have lit some sort of fire. And
Okay.
yeah, you notice a leg, and you notice on the leg there's like plated armor on the boots, like metallic boots that this person's wearing.
Okay, I'm gonna tell everyone about what I see.
I think I acquired a document in the last game or the game before with descriptions of the different sigils of different families, and I gave it to someone. Is it one of you who has?
I don't think so.
I don't have it, but would I recognize that sigil?
You can roll for knowledge if you want.
8.
Yeah, you do not recognize this sigil. You've never seen something like it.
Okay, guys. Well, there's obviously someone in there. He's armed, or looks like he has armor on, so I'm guessing a weapon. How do we want to get in here, or do we?
Maybe we can create some kind of story where someone will dress up as a less threatening, like, up here with no armor. Let's say you're like a messenger and you're here to speak with Lady Wind Fury. We could pretend it's like a love note from a different castle, or I don't know, but like that's just an example. We can come up with a story and send one.
I think we have a great candidate for this. Mayumi?
Mayumi, what are you selling?
You want to put on some perfume and go charm guard?
I think maybe. I think we could also use like you say it's a news about Dumont. He might have heard already rumors, so he might be even more gullible about the fact that there's like a messenger coming to see a Lady Windfall.
Well, why not just,
Wind Fury.
since you're so young and naive, why not pretend to be lost, like show up crying in distress and say you need help?
I like that.
He's like a knight or something, right? So he'll want to like take care of. And
grab your tit.
Oh my god,
right?
Gross.
Yeah. All right, I could try that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
To
My
push
acting
that
skills.
idea further, I don't know if you guys will agree, okay? But so once we get inside, we tell her that we have to speak to her in private, and then we explain to her the situation and see if she'll tell us anything about the situation between her and whoever just gave us our quest there. And maybe she can tell us why they want her killed, really, like in case they were lying. You know what I mean? Get the other side of the story.
I mean, we'd have to kidnap her in that sense to like be able to get answers.
No, we appear to want to help her, like, hey, we were sent to kill you, but look, we'd like to hear your side.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna get granted just random visit Lady Windfury. So if that opportunity,
no. What I meant was, exactly. So no, we're not going to just say that up front. So we do our whole act, whatever it is, somebody who's lost, whatever. Then we have access to her in private. We find a way to speak to her.
Yeah, but that's
privately.
not gonna work. And there's no way we're gonna get to Lady Windfury by acting that we have a message. It's gonna work with a few guards, but it's not gonna work to.
I don't understand the problem. Like, we present the idea and the guards say yes or no. Once they say yes, they lead us to her in her room or wherever she is, and then we speak.
We're not there right now.
Yeah,
no, we're making a plan on how to get there.
Yeah, but the plan was to like have the guard come out while Mayumi acts distracted, and then we like ambush that guard.
Oh, that's not what I meant, and that's not at all what I understood. But okay, sure.
Because like if we were to do the other thing, I don't know, they wouldn't really have a reason to bring Mayumi up to her, there wouldn't really be any reason.
But we could give them a reason. That's what I'm saying. Why don't we brainstorm? Like, there must be a message that has to be hand delivered, or a gift that has to be hand delivered, or like, for her ears only, and someone shows a seal of some kind. Hang on, let me see if I have anything.
Okay.
You guys notice the door open of the tower. A man walks out. He has a large black beard. He has a pointy chainmail helmet, and he's wearing kind of a red armor. You notice the similar black backdrop in the center of the armor with a red scorpion on it. He grabs one of the spears and spins it a little bit, and then plants it back into the snow, and starts walking off to the east towards the forest. At a slow pace. He's not. It doesn't seem very.
Where are we? Which side of the forest are we?
You guys are south of this tower.
All right. So can I? I want to try to see how many guards are still left in the tower.
Okay, you can roll perception if you like.
I rolled a 10.
With a 10, you look and you just see that that window where there was the leg. There's no leg there anymore. The fire's still going, and that window is on the second floor.
How many floors in that tower?
5. So what's the plan, amigos?
I guess we're gonna try and distract the guard.
I think we should follow the guard and just like try to get information, like ambush him.
Yeah, I think the guard is going like for a piss or something.
Yeah, let's interrogate him.
He doesn't have a weapon, so he's very vulnerable.
You guys hear some laughing coming from the second floor again. Sounds like two men laughing coming from that room.
All right, I try to sneak. I try to follow the guard.
All right, Kira, you can roll me stealth here.
Okay, I'm gonna use my muffle ability.
I'm just worried because if that guard makes a sound, then all the other guards.
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
And I rolled a 23. You are walking now over on the side towards the east. You're staying in the cover of the forest between the trees. You actually successfully sneak up on this guard, and indeed, Mayumi was right. He was taking a piss. He starts peeing, and he's talking to himself. You notice that you can't really understand what he's saying. It seems like he's speaking another language that you've ever heard before. But unfortunately, you actually get stuck in the snow. Your foot kind of gets stuck in the snow a little bit, and you're a bit in the open because you're trying to go from tree to tree. Now you're kind of between two trees, and he turns and he kind of sees you. He yells out something at you in a language you don't understand.
Hey, buddy, do you speak Korean?
He yells at you again, and he points at you, and seems to. He looks angry a little bit.
How close am I?
Do you get? I mean, if you guys were following Kira from a little while, were you?
I certainly was not.
No, me neither. But someone should shut him up right now. Kira, looking at you.
All right. I try to get closer to him, like with a friendly face, like trying to talk to him.
Okay, roll me charisma.
And I'm trying to show him something. I'm trying to show him something on my map, basically.
Okay, roll me charisma with advantage.
$13.
And I rolled a natural 20. You come up to him and you start explaining to him that you seem to be looking for an area, but you're not able to find it. You start walking up to him, and he looks at you, and he actually looks at the map and seems to be really interested in what it is that you're trying to ask him. He grabs the map curiously, and he surprise attacks you, grabs you by the back of the head, and tries to knee you straight in the face. What do you do?
I think Aquila jumps on it
Okay, you can
and
roll me.
tries to block it.
You can roll me animal
Dude,
handling.
look at these rolls. Jesus Christ.
What did you get?
I didn't roll yet. I just saw your roll.
Yeah, sorry. I rolled a 23 with advantage, of course. So
Okay, wait. I have a bunch of pluses. Let me go check.
in the meantime, Merilith, Killen, and Mayumi, what are you guys up to? You guys hear some
I
combat.
hear this on the earpiece, and I go running over to see if he needs help.
Okay, roll me for agility.
All right, I rolled 23 with a natural 20.
Okay, so but you didn't tell me what you were trying to do. Oh, it was Aquila trying to jump.
Yeah, it's Aquila. Yeah.
Yeah, so he kind of attacks you, but at that immediate moment, Aquila jumps on him and pins him to the ground and starts growling at him angrily.
Do I get an extra skill?
Oh yeah, sorry. Animal handling. Do you have dog handling already?
I don't have dog handling.
So you can add that under dog handling. Merilith, you rolled a 2. You're starting to run, but you unfortunately...
Yeah, hang on. Can I add acrobatics?
Not acrobatics, only agility.
I don't have agility. Okay, so yeah.
So dexterity you can add.
Okay, 3.
Yeah, so with a 3, you slip and you kind of hit your head against a tree. You're going to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage to the head. Kira, I want to know what Killen and Mayumi are up to.
Okay, for me, since I hear the guy screaming for his pals, can I go like on the side of the door so as they go out? Yeah, just don't want to sneak in as they go out.
Yeah, that's like let's wait for them just outside and we can ambush them from behind at least.
Exactly.
Okay.
Both of you roll me sneaking, please.
Okay.
Okay, 1 second. I know I've got a plus on that. Plus 4. Fuck me.
15.
Critical 1.
All right, and with a critical 1, Mayumi and Killen, you guys both crouch down and you start sneaking up to the door of the tower. At that exact moment, a arrow comes and hits Killen straight in the left shoulder, coming from one of the windows at the top. It seems like you guys were spotted. It's 9 points of piercing damage to your left shoulder. If your armor can absorb it, you can.
Can I not block that with armor? Yeah.
No,
I've got.
You can't. You're stuck with a critical 1.
Wait, what? You can't use your armor?
No, you can use your armor. You can't try to roll to block it. I don't know if I understood you correctly, but
how do you know if your armor works?
If you look at your armor in your inventory, it can absorb a certain amount of damage.
Oh, it can absorb 10, so I'm good.
Yeah, so you just subtract 9 from the 10.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Merilith, what are you up to?
Recovering from my fall, I continue on my way to see if he's okay, I guess. Oh no, wait, they're shooting at us now. Did they see me also?
No, you're still hidden in the foliage. But you see Killen go down as not go down, but you see an arrow embed itself into Killen's shoulder. You see Killen kind of holding her shoulder.
Killen, are you okay?
Yeah, but they kind of fucked up my armor.
I mean, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm gonna still go check on was it Kira?
I'm good. I'm good here.
Okay, sorry. I mean Mayumi then. It's hard without faces in front of you.
I know. Yeah, come join me and Mayumi, and we're gonna try to get these guards before they escape out of the tower.
Okay, yeah. So that's what I do.
Merilith, you approach. You guys are kind of pinned against the wall right now, trying to not be within the eyesight
taking cover
of any of the windows. You guys are kind of on either side of the entrance door. The entrance door is a sturdy wooden door with a brass handle. There doesn't seem to be a lock on it or anything like that. Yeah, so you guys can choose to do what you like here. I'm gonna have Mayumi go first. Go ahead. Mayumi? Hello?
Sorry, I was muted. Sorry, I'm just thinking.
Is this the door that we heard the two men's voices from, or was that more up in the window?
That was more up.
Oh, they were on the second floor.
Okay, so can I press my ear against the door and see if I hear anyone in there?
Yeah, but right now we're in bullet time, and Mayumi hasn't done anything, so I want to know what Mayumi does.
Can I try to since I'm gonna try to climb up to the second window.
Okay, roll me acrobatics. Roll me a 9.
Lucky for me, I have acrobatics, Milton.
I know.
8.
And with an 8, you actually successfully climb. So you guys see Mayumi swing her arms and jump up. Both of her hands, both of her fingers wrap themselves around a stone brick that's kind of sticking out a little bit out of the wall. She fashions she kind of swings her legs up and places her foot on another brick that's irregular. And she uses that momentum to grab onto the window of the second floor. Unfortunately, a hammer comes swinging down towards Mayumi's fingers. Mayumi,
oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna let you try to react, Mayumi, to defend yourself. What do you do?
I'm ready to catch Mayumi when she falls from the window.
What's the plan, Mayumi?
I try to let go and just jump down, just to evade the hammer.
Okay, go ahead and roll acrobatics again. You have to beat my 14.
13.
What'd you get?
Can I add my dexterity, or is it just acrobatics?
It's just acrobatics should be under dexterity, I believe.
Well, yeah. Well, okay, so I get +2. So that's a yeah, because I'm a boots. So sorry, yeah, I get a 15.
What's the total?
15.
15. And with a 15, you just managed to let go at the right second as the metallic hammer comes swinging down and clanks against the stone edge of the window. You see a man look down. You notice his skin is a little bit darker than most Kiran people's skin is. I wouldn't say he's black, but he looks like he's from a faraway place. He does not look like he belongs up here in the mountains. He doesn't have any facial hair, and you notice he has piercing blue eyes and a bald head as he looks down angrily and yells something in a language that you don't understand, and then disappears back into the window. You guys, everyone, Killen and Merilith, roll me perception, please.
$17.
Like 5. If veteran's third eye counts, if not 4.
So Killen, you hear it sounds like some movement behind the door. It sounds like the scraping of a wooden heavy object on a stone floor. As if someone might be pushing something wooden. It's not clear.
Oh, they're trying to barricade the door, hey? You guys are trying to barricade the door. We should try to get into the door right now. Do you guys want to rally behind me?
Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, super down.
An advantage?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna try to push through the door.
Okay, so Merilith and Mayumi, you rally behind Killen. That gives all three of you advantage on your next roll.
Which is what, strength?
It depends what you guys try to do. What are you...
Busting the door open? No.
Busting the door down.
Alright, you guys are going to tackle?
Yeah.
All three of you are going to tackle?
Let's do it.
Okay, you guys need to beat a 16, but you each have advantage and you add strength or anything else you think is relevant.
God damn.
I got 17.
80 we got.
I got 17 as well.
9.
All right, and all three of you bust down this door. The door breaks off its hinges and knocks into a piece of furniture, like a large desk that was placed in front of the door. The wood breaks on all of these structures, and you hear the sound of metal sliding as two people draw their blades. You notice that there's two soldiers in this room. They're both wearing this uniform with this red scorpion on their chest plate. There's the bald man with the blue eyes who's coming down the stairs, and there's another a man as well. This one looks a little bit older. He has some grizzled gray hair, but he also has like this slightly darker skin color. They shout something at each other in a foreign language, and yeah, everybody roll me initiative. Well, all three of you roll me initiative. Kira, you're on your own side quest.
4.
1.
14.
God, it's an initiative roll.
Right?
Yeah, seriously. Let me just roll it for my people as well.
My people.
18 and 19. Okay, and
Are we not your people?
Right now he's playing anyways, he's the game. We're fighting the game.
I'm the game.
We're just joking.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
I was trying to be funny.
Oh,
Tough crowd.
Yeah. You rolled a 3 on that one. Kira, it's your turn. Right now you have this soldier pinned into the snow. You have Aquila growling over him. And what's your move?
I'm gonna chop his head off.
All right. Go ahead and roll for that. I'm gonna try to. You have advantage.
All right, and okay, I'm also gonna
Beat my 15.
use my radiant dawn ability.
Sure.
You want to describe to us what that does?
I just touch
Mayumi, mute
the metal.
Mayumi, mute yourself.
Right.
I touch the metal surface of my axe with my ring, and my axe starts glowing, basically, and it has a lot more power.
Okay, so what did you roll?
I rolled. No, I have advantage. The other one, it's 19. I rolled 26.
26, and you definitely overkill. Slice his head off, and he's very dead. Blood starts like.
Am I far away enough to not suck his soul?
Yeah, you're too far away. This is like 35 yards away
man.
from you. Yeah, sorry, Kellen.
What the fuck?
And yeah, a bit of blood actually spots Aquila's white fur, and he's dead.
And I make my way. I make my way towards the.
What a waste.
So Kira, you start walking back towards the tower. First up on the order is the guard that came down the staircase. He's going to throw a dagger at Killen. Killen, what do you do?
I want to kind of block it with my shield, but I also kind of want to catch it because I love daggers. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna raise up my newly repaired shield and try to block it.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
1 second. +2.
Now that's funny.
Shield lock. So I have +7 on that. I'm gonna use one of my advantages from the thing.
Okay.
So 17 + 7 is what?
24.
24?
Yeah,
so 24.
So Killen's left earring glows yellow one time as you see her shield raise up and deflect the dagger that goes flying into the edge of the room. Next up on the order is guard number 2. Guard number 2 is going to spin with his sword and try to slice Merilith's head off. Merilith.
Yeah, I'm going to parry with my mace.
Go ahead.
Hang on, just calculating.
I got a 21.
Okay, so total 16.
And he comes and you parry with your mace once, but he turns and catches you by surprise on your right side, and slices your right arm for 7 points of slashing damage. And the next up is Merilith.
Merilith is typing in her new injury. 1 second.
We can go to killing if you don't mind.
Okay, no, sorry. All right. I attack with my mace.
Okay, go ahead and roll. So I got a 21.
Yeah, hang on. So 3, 4, 5, 6.
And
7.
You try to attack him with your mace, but he grabs you right at the handle of the mace and kicks you straight in the chest, dealing. He's got like this metallic boot, so it hurts even more. So I'm gonna say 15 points of bludgeoning damage to the chest. Next up, you fall on your back right now. Killen, it's your turn.
Okay, who's closest to me?
There's the guard with the blue eyes that's coming down from the stairs. The one who threw the
Okay,
dagger at you.
how close is he to me though?
He's approximately 6 feet away.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna try throwing my Demboran throwing knife.
Go ahead.
So I'll unsheath it from my chest, and how many bonuses do I get? So many. Just a second. So that would be 5. So 18.
All right, you get him straight in the right shoulder, and he falls on his back and tries to pick himself up. You dealt 6 points of damage. Okay, next up is Mayumi.
I presume I'm closest to
You're in the center right now. You're between both.
Well, Meredith looks like she needs more help, so I'm gonna tag the guy she's in combat with, and I'm gonna try to do the melee combat attack where I attack one of his like pressure points on his the arm he has his weapon, so like the arm becomes like nullified.
Okay, go ahead and try.
Four.
Yeah, you start like kind of trying to tap this pressure point, but it's just not working. But he actually turns and tries to attack you and completely misses and falls forward and hits his head on the corner of a table and falls unconscious.
That was all planned.
Kira, it's your turn. You arrive on scene right now. You're outside the door. Oh, actually, Kira, I need you to roll me perception.
He fucked up his Discord right now, so
I'm back.
Okay, perfect. Kira, roll me perception, please.
12.
And with a 12, that will not do it. I got a 16. You start rushing towards the door, and you take an arrow straight to the chest. 5 points of piercing damage. As you fall in the snow.
But my armor takes it though.
Yeah, that's fine. But you remove the damage from your armor.
Yeah.
As you look up, you see a man with a ponytail on the second floor. Also a bit darker skin tone. And he's got this large black bow that he just shot you with. Aquila, what does Aquila do?
who's the closest guy to us when we to the entrance?
Baldy, who's unconscious, I think.
Aquila runs into the room right now, and there's the man that Killen just threw a knife at.
Well, he's gonna probably charge this guy, try to bite him in the leg.
Go ahead, roll. I got a 12.
Animal handling, right?
Yeah.
He got 18.
All right. Aquila rushes up the stairs and jumps straight for the leg of the.
Sorry, 17.
Jumps straight for the leg of the guard. He actually pulls off the entire lower leg of the guard from the knee right now, and this guard is freaking out and just loses consciousness from the blood loss. Aquila's got a leg right now between his teeth.
That's scary. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, that guard's dead. Guard number 2.
Soul sucking.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Yeah, you guys see you guys see a specter emerge from the soul from the body of the guard that just died, and his soul just gets like absorbed into Killen's earring. Next up is the guard that just lost consciousness. He's gonna try and wake up, and he does not wake up. He rolled a 1. He actually stops breathing and dies.
He's dead. Soul sucking again.
Go ahead.
That was great.
Amazing. Yeah, I got it.
You got that soul. All right, Meredith, your turn.
Okay, so I try to redeem my ego and everything by hitting the next guy who's still standing with my mace.
Right now, there's nobody in the room with you guys. There's a bit of a knocked over chair. You guys see a fireplace.
Awkward.
I stand up and like bewildered. I'm holding my mace. I'm ready for the next guy. I look around. I put my arms down. I realize no one.
There's that guy upstairs. Let's get him.
Yeah, there's a guy upstairs. But there's also in this room. There's a few. There's like 2 armchairs. There's a fireplace with a few like little memorabilia kind of decorating this ledge, and there's a staircase leading upstairs.
I let the others go in front of me to go upstairs because I've been rolling really low.
I wanna charge the guy that shot me with the arrow.
The guy that shot you with the arrow, he's on the 2nd floor right now. But next up is Ayumi. Next up is Killen. Killen, what do you do?
I feel like there's a reason you mentioned all the trinkets. So can I roll for perception, like on the stuff in that room?
This is more investigation, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let me just see what I have for investigation then. Where is investigation? Okay, no, so just +1. Ooh, natural 20.
Natural 20. You actually you move over to the ledge, and you start inspecting the different memorabilia that are on top of the fireplace, and you find this item. I'm going to place it in your trinkets pouch. Sorry, I'll place it in your trinkets pouch. There you go. Oops, let me just fix that for you. Yeah. All right, there it is.
Cool.
Right, next up is.
And then what skill do I add then?
Oh, you rolled a natural 20. Sorry. Well, now under intelligence, you can put investigation.
I have that already. It just doesn't have a +1.
Investigation is under wisdom.
You can
at least it's my.
You can put it. Some people can have it under wisdom. Some people under intelligence. It just depends what you use. But under investigation, you can put investigating. Investigation indoors.
Okay.
Yeah. Mayumi.
That's a tough one. Investigation indoors.
Yeah, it's good to have. So Mayumi, what do you do?
I go towards the fire to get that cold damage out of my system.
Okay, yeah, you approach the fire and it heals 6 points of cold damage as you kneel down and you put your hands up to the fire. You feel your hands kind of healing a little bit.
Because I am a fire wielder.
Here, actually, I'm gonna say because you approach the fire a little bit, you get advantage on your next fire wielding spell. Okay, Kira, your turn.
I want to go upstairs.
All right, you burst into this room, probably a little bit angry looking, and you see Akila holding this leg. Akila looks up at you, expecting some praise.
All right, all right. I make my way towards the staircase and I toss him a little dog treat
He spits
on my way.
the leg out and eats up the dog treat. How do the dog treats work again? What do they do?
It's like a Scooby snack.
It gives a +1 on an animal handling roll, and it also heals him for 5 hit points.
Perfect. So you can do those things. But you walk up the stairs, and what's your strategy here?
I'm battle prepared. Like I'm holding my axe ready to swing.
Okay, yeah, you're running up here, and you can roll me axe wielding here. Go ahead.
I don't have a time on my ability. Is it still on?
What's your ability?
The axe ability that makes it more powerful. That gives it a +1 basically.
No, you can only use it for one move.
All right, so 9.
Yeah, I have a 12. You storm into this room right now, guns ablazing, axe wielding, and you see this man with a ponytail standing here. He doesn't look very scared. The bow is set down on a table in this room, and he's got 2 long curved blades. And he's looking at you with like a confident smile. You approach and you seem pretty pissed that he got you in the chest. It kind of hurts your ego, I imagine. You start swinging your axe at him, but he dodges your axe quite easily several times. He turns and slices your leg, sending you falling down on one knee. And you're going to take 5 points of slashing damage to the right leg. Next up is Akila.
Yeah, Akila's pissed. He sees that and he charges for the guy's leg again. It's his go-to move.
Go ahead. I got a 7.
He got a 16.
All right, Akila jumps on this guy's leg, catching him by surprise. This guy's gonna take 7 points of biting damage, and he falls down on the ground and drops one of his blades. And next up on the order is Merilith.
Okay, so sorry, is he all the way dead?
Everybody on the ground floor is dead, but now there's a fight going on the second floor.
Yeah, okay, and he's not dead yet. So I jump into combat with my mace, and he's human, right? I swing.
Yeah, you swing down your mace at him.
So
You run up to the second floor and swing down your mace at him. Go ahead.
+4, 11.
So he got a 23. He kicks Akila in the face, giving Akila 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and releasing his leg. So you can go ahead and give Akila that damage. He turns over, and your mace makes contact with the stone floor. As he turns, his remaining blade goes onto Merilith's abdominal area and slices her armor, dealing... Yeah, go ahead.
Can my chest plate absorb some of that damage, however much it's going to be?
Yeah,
I have 10. That
it can absorb all of that damage until it's broken. So basically, you're going to take 12 points of slashing damage to the abdomen.
Okay, so the chest plate will absorb 10 of that, so I have 2 slashing damage.
Yeah, so it cuts through your chest plate, and you see a bit of blood coming out of your stomach area. Next up is Killen.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go upstairs. Whoa.
What's up?
Sorry, my computer started blasting MF Doom all of a sudden.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, that was very confusing. Yeah, I'm gonna run up the stairs, bust out my sword of freedom, and charge at this guy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Okay. So sorry, I'm still not used to what my sword is. It's plus 2 on the party roll. Regular, I think it's plus 6. Yeah. No. Okay. 7 plus 4. 11.
And I got a 7. So, Killen, you come with your sword of freedom, and you slice this guy straight in the across the neck. He starts bleeding pretty heavily, and he falls down on the ground and starts like crawling on the ground backwards, holding his neck tightly with his hand, trying to crawl towards the wall right now. He starts coughing a bit of blood, but he's not dead.
Someone finish him.
He puts a hand up and yells something in another language that you don't understand. But he looks a little afraid.
Well, should we just kill him then? I'm not sure what to do. How could we understand him?
I don't know. We need to know what language he's speaking, but none of us know any other. Does anyone know any other languages besides Korean?
No.
I don't.
Well, maybe we could keep one alive, and when we find this lady Wind Fury, she might be able to speak the both languages. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of curious about why he's, like this is kind of pointed out to us, so maybe he's trying to relay some information that could be important later.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm worried.
Does someone have something we can tie him up with and have him lead us maybe to a lady?
I've got a rope.
Okay, if you guys, I mean, it's a suggestion. If you guys agree, I think that's what we should do.
Yeah, I agree. Let's tie him up.
Let's tie him up and stop the bleeding so he doesn't just
Deaded.
because the other guys are dead.
I have some bandages and I also have some medical assessment and wound care.
I'll start tying him up with the hemp rope.
Yeah, you guys need to roll me a 10 to stop this bleeding.
If I use a bandage, do I have advantage?
Yes.
So that's a natural 20 plus 3.
Ooh,
Plus
nice.
4.
Natural
Plus
20.
4, 24.
What's your latest? What's your most advanced healing skill?
Okay, so under wisdom, there's medicine. Under medicine, medical assessment. Wound care, I mean. Under wound care, /wound.
Okay, so you can say neck wound under /wound.
Okie doke.
Great. So yeah, you actually bandage up his neck pretty well. The bleeding stops and he regains a bit of hit points. So at this point, he's breathing normally and he mutters something in a language that you don't understand. His expression looks a bit more calm right now and accepting of the situation. But he's still sitting on the ground right now against the wall. He looks pissed off that they lost the battle. There's
That's
still
everybody. Can I go upstairs like sneakily just to make sure that I want to investigate like the whole tower? Just
Yeah, you
there's
actually
no.
make your way upstairs, and the top stairs are pretty empty. I mean, there's a bit of sacks of flour, uh, but you notice a small box. It's a large square-shaped box. It's approximately three. It's approximately a meter wide, and it looks like it's containing something. Um, but it's kind of placed like for safekeeping against the wall.
Just shake it to see if it's an object or something moving inside. I open something and it's a scorpion waiting for me.
Okay, you can roll me investigation here.
Oh,
Okay, with a 12, you notice that there's a sort of like like a ceramic sounding object coming from in here.
I open the box.
Okay. Uh, I'm going to put it in your inventory. So you see this, and there's a picture associated here. I'm just going to put it right here in the top, and you can place it wherever you want.
Okay.
Here you go. You can name it as well.
It's on Instagram, eh?
Next, so yeah, the combat is over, guys. You guys can do free actions. We're gonna take a break, and you guys can all level up right now. And we can come back in like in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Melton, can I ask you about the thing that I got in my inventory?
Yeah, absolutely.
When there's the one needle, like, and you want it to find something, can you tell it to find anything?
Let me see.
I'm just not totally sure.
Yeah, so you would need to pair this compass with another item.
Like, you have to like buy this spell or something?
No, you don't have to buy a spell. But
What do you mean then? What do you mean then?
I'm just checking. I'll read it to you. So the spell locate object. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of it. I'll just link this to you. You can add this link.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me just...
Thank you.
I'm going to go to Killen's character sheet, Seeker's Compass, and I'm going to say locate object spell, and here it is. Ta-da! There it is.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to take a break.
Hey, Milton.
Yeah.
How long a rest? Like, is there a rest in game for the actions we can perform? Like, how many activities?
Yeah, I think if you just go to your the instructions for rest, it tells you how many actions you can take for rest.
Yes, I know. That's why I want to know what kind of rest we're having right now in game. I know we're having a break.
You guys can decide. You guys can take a short rest, a medium rest, or a long rest.
We have to come to a consensus, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, right now we're all on break, so we can just assume it's a short rest or a medium rest. I mean, you can choose. Why not?
Okay, I'm gonna do a medium rest.
We can take a rest.
I want to fix my armor and whatnot. And once I have that hammer, I don't have to buy it again each time, right? I have the hammer.
Well, the hammer has a certain amount of uses, right?
Oh, it's one per day, right?
Well, I'm not sure which hammer you have. I don't know if you bought it from the market, but the blacksmith's hammer has six attempts associated to it, and then you have to buy it again. Here, I'll just copy paste it just so you have the description.
No, I'm reading it. I'm reading it.
Okay, good. All right, so you guys kind of sit around. You guys took a medium rest, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's say for like 3 hours you guys are chilling in this tower right now. You're getting warmed up. Any cold damage you guys have is fully healed. Um, I need you guys to tell me what you guys do for 3 hours. So each of you can kind of talk about what your character does.
I want to loot the dead bodies.
Okay, Kira, you're looting the dead bodies. You find a set of peculiar things. First of all, there's no money, no currency here. You find a set of keys on one of the bodies, and you also find a strange sort of pendant that has a scorpion on it, and it also has an S engraved into it.
Does it seem to have like any magical powers or anything?
Not that you can feel. It just looks like a pendant.
Okay.
Yeah, Merilith, what are you up to? Sorry, you cut out there.
I investigate the room. I think Killen investigated downstairs. I look around upstairs.
Okay, roll me for investigation.
$14.
Okay, so with a 14, Merilith, you walk all the way to the top of the tower. You pass Mayumi. Mayumi is holding this large, square-looking box right now, and she's kind of inspecting it. But you walk past her and you see through the window. You look down from the top of the tower. You see a set of tracks leading from the tower, actually to the tower, not from the tower, to the tower. From a small cave opening in the side of the mountain next to the tower.
I relay this information to the others. I think it could be more guards coming to defend the tower. I don't know. I think we should be on our.
Nice pun.
All right, yeah, let's get moving.
Merilith, I should also specify these footprints look like they're quite old. They don't look fresh.
In the snow?
Yeah.
They can only be fresh in the snow. No? Well, unless it's not snowing. Okay, well, maybe I should go outside to investigate.
Okay, you start walking down down towards the ground floor. Killen, what have you been up to for 3 hours?
One question first. When we rest, can we heal like our armor too, or is that like a blacksmith thing?
It requires a long rest, so the medium rest won't do.
Okay.
And a hammer.
The hammer to heal the armor, or for fixing things?
I think that you need a hammer to repair your armor, along with a long rest.
Oh, okay. I guess this entire time I've been like looking at the thing that I found on the first floor and trying to understand it.
When people see you, what are you holding?
It's just like it looks just like a golden compass.
Great, and I think Mayumi, what have you been up to?
Well, I take one of the one of the robes, what the guys were wearing to keep them in the snow. I presume they have boots. I take one, and I would also, I'm like offering if people need some bludgeoning or slashing damage assistance, even more. Well, I have some herbs if they need.
I do have
they need some healing.
A little bit of slicing damage if you can help me out.
Mute yourself when you're not talking, Mayumi.
So you want to help me out?
Mayumi, hello.
I'm helping him out. Yeah, I use the Geneva leaves. One of the Geneva leaves I have, like put in my hands, create a little, add some little water, and rub it on the wound. So like cauteriser. I don't know how to say it in English.
Cauterize. How do your herbs work again in terms of healing? What did they say in the description?
For the Chevalier, it's 5 slashing damage, heals. That's all it says.
Perfect. So you can apply that. Next, Kira, what are you up to for the 3 hours?
Well, I took a nap in my I have like a mat, sleeping mat that I carry. So I took a rest there, and I got a few of my abilities back. And one more thing about the looting I did. You didn't mention any weapons. Did I see like any weapons that could be valuable?
Yeah, you notice a nice blade that could fit on your like on your back if you attach it. But so it's a +1 blade right now. It has a long, shiny metallic edge to it. But you notice that the shaping and the craftsmanship seems foreign. It doesn't seem like it's from here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take that.
Great. So Merilith, back to you. You were going downstairs to the ground floor.
Yes, but since I suspect there could be someone, I'm already armed with my name.
Okay.
And I'm walking like sneakily, stealthily, quietly.
Roll me for sneaking.
Fuck. I rolled a 1. I have some pluses, but I suppose it doesn't count.
A 1's a 1. Merilith crouches down into a sort of squat and starts like circling the tower at this point. The snow crunches below your feet, and the cold air is kind of bothering you a little bit. You start going into a bit of a coughing fit because of the cold air. You're going to take 2 points of cold damage here. And you look up, worried that someone might have heard you, but you notice there's no one here. The tracks are still there, though. They lead from the opening in the mountain to the front of the tower. It seems like someone must have come out of this mountain and walked to this tower at some point.
I can assume that they're probably dead since we've killed everyone?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I would assume. I would also assume that since the tracks are pretty old, might mean that it's kind of the end of their shift. Some other guards might be coming in to replace them. You see what I mean, guys?
That's a good point. We should probably get out of here.
I mean, yeah, should we like follow those tracks, even though
Yeah,
it was someone from the other way,
definitely.
and just sneak that way? Yeah. Okay. Let's be sneaky.
We need to quickly check the other floors, though, to see if Lady Wind Fury...
You guys checked all the floors. This is all you found. I should also add that you guys steered away from the main road leading to Swinford when you came to this tower. But you can choose to go either the main road or you can take this path into the mountain.
What are you guys feeling? Are you equipped for...
You cut off there. Sorry, Merilith.
If we go through the mountains, I'm assuming it's going to be cold. If everybody's equipped for the cold, we could do...
No, it's cold outside. This is a cave opening in the mountains.
Oh, okay. Well, that intrigues me. I'm down for that.
No, I think we should go there.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you guys? I
To
didn't.
say that Mayumi is kind of more main road, but she'll accept democracy.
How kind of Mayumi. So you guys get down from the tower to the outside area. Akila's kind of running around in the snow a little bit, enjoying the freedom. And who goes first into this cave?
I can go.
I was gonna light up a torch and go first.
That's a great idea.
Do you have a torch?
I do have a torch. Wait, let me find it.
Wait a sec. I can like create a fire thing that can just on my hand.
Okay, so you guys can.
Well, no offense. I'm not very comfortable in having you first, because there's any kind of danger. So I'm gonna light my torch and I'm gonna go ahead.
Offense taken, buddy. Because I just want to say I got the best kill last mission. So yeah, I take some offense to what you say.
I just give her a nice wink. And,
By the way, I saved your job.
dude, he saved you. Alright, so like I start walking first with my torch.
Okay, I want to know who's second.
I can go second.
All right, third, fourth.
Whichever, I'm good.
I think Ilum should be fourth. Mute your mic. In case we get ambushed from behind and we don't want Mayumi to be stuck alone.
All right, so Kira's going in first. Kira, you're walking into this tunnel. You notice that the opening of the tunnel and the entryway is quite tight. It's not very spacious, but it opens up into a much larger cavern with a large drop right in front of you. You have a small space to maneuver here. You're on a stone ledge right now. You see these footprints that are leading towards where you came from, and there's no more snow inside the cavern, but you see some dust and pieces of little parts of the dirt that are disturbed, as if someone has been walking here in this direction. The ledge kind of goes down deeper along this wall, deeper into the cavern below, and there's a few stalagmites, stalactites, and you see some bats flying in the distance.
All right, so wait, sorry. The steps are coming.
The steps are coming.
They're coming
from the ledge, all the way up towards where you guys are, and then continue out through the tunnel where you guys just came.
All right, so I'm basically going down. I keep going, walking on the ledge, and I follow where I think the people came from, basically.
Okay. I need everybody to roll me perception. You guys don't have disadvantages because they have torchlights on.
Wait, we have a disadvantage of perception because we have a torchlight?
No, you don't have a disadvantage because you have a torchlight. But otherwise, in the dark, yeah, you'd have a disadvantage.
I rolled 10.
Roll the 4.
Can I use scanning territory?
Yeah.
22.
7.
All right, Merilith. As everybody's walking, I think you're second in the order here. You notice something strange. There's like a sort of like sticky sound coming from on top of you. You look up and you notice that there's like a green circle attached to the ceiling above you. It looks slightly translucent, and it looks like it's kind of like oscillating a little bit. It's not clear exactly what it is.
I pointed out to the others, and can I roll for to try and figure out what it is?
You can roll perception. You can roll for knowledge, maybe.
Wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom is fine.
Wisdom, and can I add investigation?
No, this is more knowledge. This is like biology type of thing.
Just wisdom. Okay. 18.
18. So, with an 18, you recognize this as a giant slime. It's these creatures that live underground, and they usually kill people by falling on top of them and encasing them and then digesting them in their inside of their body.
I jump out of the way and I tell the others to do.
Okay, roll me.
Hey guys.
Everybody roll me dexterity against me. I'm going to be rolling for the slime. Merilith, you get an advantage.
16.
Dude, 2 but natural 1.
18.
Okay, the giant slime kind of rolls a 1 as well. The giant slime tries to fall and lands next to Kira, but the fall was so high that it explodes into several different pieces. A huge chunk of it falling off the cliff right now, but 2 small pieces are still on the ground next to Kira right now. Kira, you also rolled a 1, so I'm going to say one of the little pieces attaches to your leg, and it starts acidifying your skin. You guys see, there's like a terrible stench in the air and some smoke coming off of Kira's leg as his skin is being burned by acid. So you're going to take 4 points of acidic damage to the left leg.
Okay.
And this thing is still on you right now. It hasn't come off.
Is it my turn? Can I do something about it?
We haven't rolled initiative. You guys are still free to act at will.
I was gonna try to burn it off with my torch.
Okay, go ahead and roll. I'm not sure what to roll. You use survivalist, I guess, here? That's a type of wisdom?
I have survivalist in constitution. No, sorry. You're right, it's in wisdom.
Okay, go ahead.
I rolled a 10.
Okay. This as you bring your torch down, at the last second, the piece of slime jumps off of your leg. It's this very small piece of slime, smaller than a baseball, and lands on your wrist. You drop your torch on your foot, causing 3 points of burning damage, and the torch goes out.
Okay.
So what do you guys do?
I create a torch. Go on first.
I was gonna ask if someone had fire to relight the torch, so go ahead.
I just create a flame in my hand, so it.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that. Roll me a 8.
20, but it's not natural.
Yeah, Mayumi, you perfectly light a flame all around this torch, and this actually shines even brighter than the original one, giving the holder of the torch advantage on all perception checks.
To say, when I do this, I do like, and I look at Kira.
Nice.
I'm a little wink too.
Okay, so do you guys keep going down the sledge?
Yeah, and I keep my eye. I'm like looking above to make sure there's no more of those.
Okay, so
I didn't hear you. Did you just say make sure no slimes are?
Yeah, like as we're walking, I jette un coup d'œil en haut every now and then.
Okay. You keep looking up, and you're not seeing any slimes. You do spot one actually that's a bit off in the distance. It doesn't look like it's anywhere close to you guys. That one's kind of like a light blue tinge color. But you guys make your way down, and at this point, the ledge kind of flattens a little bit, and it curves into the wall, and now you guys are in a dark tunnel. It's very, very dark here, like pitch black dark. You guys have two torches, right? Two sources of light. There's Kira's torch, and there's Mayumi's hand. I think that's generating some flame. Everybody roll me perception. I think some people. I think no one has a disadvantage, but Kira has an advantage. So everybody roll me perception.
With scanning territory, it's 17.
21.
10.
So I think Killen has the highest number. Killen, nobody seems to have noticed this, but up ahead there seems to be a piece of the floor missing. As it looks like an entire portion of the wall has been kind of ripped open, and it seems like this tunnel is cutting through a much skinnier but taller tunnel. But it's very subtle, easy to miss because it's a rock on rock at this point. But Kira's about to step into this opening.
Okay, so I go, Kira, watch out! There's the opening.
Oh my god!
I know, right?
Roll me balance right now. Roll me a 9 in balance, Kira.
What does balance?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. 7.
And unfortunately, with a 7, Kira steps right into this opening. You smash your head straight on the other portion, the other side of this tunnel, which is a sharp corner. That's going to deal 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and you kind of fall, but you manage to catch yourself, holding your hand on both sides right now of this small chasm. It's a very small chasm, so like your hands are able to reach on either side of it, but you're right now you're holding with your strength. Roll me a 4 in strength to hold on here and not fall. Oh, your torch, by the way, falls all the way down.
Can I pull him back up too?
Yeah, you can try to pull him back up.
I rolled a 5.
Yeah, but you don't. A 5 doesn't pull you up, but it holds you there. You don't.
Okay. Well, I hold.
Yeah, you're gonna need a 10 to pull him up.
Okay.
He's a heavy dude.
18.
Yeah, Killen pulls Kira back up, and to safety on her side of the chasm. Does anybody look down? Anybody want to look around?
Yeah, perception. Let's do it.
Go ahead.
While the torch was falling, did we see like the torch illuminate its way down?
18.
Yeah, Killen, you look down into this chasm and you see the torch is still there. It's pretty far down. I'd say like 30 meters down. But you notice like a kind of a shiny metallic thing laid down on the ground next to the torch. But you're not quite sure what it is.
All right, I'll tell the guys about that.
Can we tell how deep the drop is?
I said 30 feet, I think.
30 feet.
Sorry.
I think it's a move.
I have a rope that's 2 meters. Or is it 20 feet? Let me check.
If the rope's in meters and the chasm is in feet, I don't know if it's gonna work.
They're not compatible.
No, it's 20. It's 20 feet. It's okay.
Well, 20 feet is not bad. You can still use that, maybe.
Yeah, but then there's still like 10 more feet. That's a lot of feet.
I think you can drop.
No, there's not
We
10
can
more
drop.
feet. If you're holding on to the end of the rope, it's 20 feet plus your height
That's
subtracted
true.
from 30,
Exactly.
and that's how much you have to fall. So it might be just
Who wants to go on the end of the rope? We'll lower you down. Mayumi, you're
Mayumi, I think you can light up the. You think you should go first?
Wait, before going down, I can just like put an amber and just let it fall down so that we see actually what's.
The torch is down there, though. We can see.
Okay, the torch is still lighting up, even though it fell 30 feet.
Yeah, that's why we can see that there's a gold thing down there.
Yeah,
but like maybe if we lower you down to get the gold thing, huh? Fun, right?
Is it actually worth it to go down and get the gold thing?
I don't know.
It's just like a guard who fell down and is dead now.
Just so we're clear, the bottom area, it's not like a small tight pit. It's a long tunnel that seems to be much bigger than the one that you guys are in. And
so I guess we should all climb down then.
it seems like a large area that's below you.
Let's all climb down the rope. We can jump the bottom part. Or we can land on the dead guy.
Okay, I'm willing to try. I can go down the rope.
So what do you guys do?
Okay, so yeah, I guess I'm gonna tie the rope to one of my wrists, and then if someone else wants to hang on to me just in case anything happens, I'll start to lower Mayumi down.
Yeah, I'll like help you act as a counterweight.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so on Killen and Merilith's end, one of you needs to roll a 10 for strength. But on Mayumi's end, you need to roll me a 9 on acrobatics or something, just to hold onto the rope properly and lower yourself.
I got 15.
12 on my side.
Suspense.
Mayumi?
An 8. Those 8?
And that won't do it. Mayumi, you start lowering yourself down this rope. Things go pretty well until you make it halfway, but you feel something. You feel something on your neck, kind of moving on your neck right now.
Rip Mayumi.
You freak the hell out and bring your hand up to your neck to see what's there, and it feels like some was it a bug? Yeah, it's unclear. You hear a small buzzing sound, but it's too dark to see. And because you let go of the rope, you lose your grip on the rope, and you start sliding down this rope right now. You take 5 points of slashing damage to your right hand as you get rope burn. And you're gonna have to roll me a 15 strength to not fall off the end of this rope.
Sure thing, just let me.
Easy.
17.
What'd you get?
Got a 17.
Perfect. And
nice.
Just at the last minute, you catch yourself and hold on tightly to the end of the rope. And your legs are kind of dangling now. So what do you guys do?
Hey, hooray, you did it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I mean, she should
Now I can
be
just
able to
drop
jump
down?
from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me an
Jump
acrobatics.
down, pick up the torch and look around. Tell us what's there.
I'm going to need an acrobatics check of 7.
Natural.
Pew, pew, pew.
Hear me, Milton?
No, what'd you get?
20, actually.
A natural 20?
Nice.
Okay, and you kind of jump off this rope, do a nice flip, and land perfectly on the ground. You actually get a really nice view of the area. You grab your torch and look around, and you see a railway. It looks like a railroad that's on the ground, and you see the metallic portion of the railroad is probably what was glimmering from all the way up on the other ledge that you guys are at. Um, the railroad seems to be going in both directions, obviously, and it's extending much further than you can see. Um, but you notice a small um, uh, something gray on the ground that seems to be powderish in nature.
Gunpowder.
Light it on fire! No, don't.
I should check it out first. Now, can I use investigation?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a 13 for the investigation.
Lick it.
Yeah, it's kind of lying on the ground right now. Maybe like 5 pinches of powder, just lying on the ground next to the railway. They're spread out. There's a much thicker portion of it close to the railway, and it kind of thins out as it goes further away from the railway. It's kind of shiny when you bring your flame next to it, and it's
I
just
feel like this might be gunpowder, actually. I don't think I should put my flame anywhere near some powder.
That has slimes and gunpowder.
Yeah. So, what about you guys upstairs? What do you guys do?
I suppose we have to find our way down as well.
I mean, yeah, like what is the surface of the wall going down? Is it rock?
Yeah, that's right.
Can we
And
climb
is
our
it,
way
is it like
down?
jagged at all, or is there anything onto, or is it just complete?
It's pretty smooth, but unfortunately, it doesn't go all the way down to the floor because it opens up into a much larger cavern below. So at some point, the wall cuts off, and it's all like a free drop from there.
So like a ravine.
Can we tie the rope to anything up at the top? Is there anything to tie the rope to?
You look around, and unfortunately, everything is pretty smooth around here. It doesn't look like there's anything that you can attach it to. There's no stalagmites or tights that you can use.
So if there's a railroad down there, that means there is a way to get down there. So maybe if we keep following the ledge or the tunnel, it's no longer a ledge, right? We're in a tunnel now.
Well,
In any case,
it's a tunnel with an opening in the floor. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just logically, there must be a ladder or a stairway or a way down there because people built a railroad. So maybe we should look for that.
So do you want me to come back up then? We should stay together.
Yeah, we should stay together. Unless from down there she can see a stairwell or something.
Yeah, take a look around. Let us know.
Can I do a perception check? Just look around and use a flame like an amber to like illuminate the path forward without really.
Go ahead and roll with advantage because you have your torch, the big torch.
I got an 18.
Okay, yeah, you look around, you spot coming from maybe the south portion of this tunnel. You notice a body of a dwarf-looking, a dwarven man. You notice him lying on top of several other bodies of dwarves. They seem piled up right now. Maybe like 10 dwarves piled up, one on top of the other. It looks like someone piled up all these dead bodies. The dwarf has his red beard and his tongue is hanging out of his mouth, with blood kind of streaking, like dried blood on his face. He's wearing armor and looks like he might have been a guard or something like that. All of them are wearing this similar armor, and they all have kind of embroidered into their chest plates a symbol of a black snake wrapped around a black hammer. So you're seeing this coming from the southern part.
Can I go towards the boy?
Towards the dwarf? Yeah, you walk over towards the dwarf and you're much closer. It smells pretty bad here.
Okay, it's dead. Like I can confirm that it's 100.
Roll me medicine.
18.
18. Yeah, you get down and you check the bodies. They seem to have been killed by a piercing weapon. There's a lot of stab wounds in the chest area. It looks like it might have been like a spear or something like that killed them.
Can I tell how recent it was?
It looks like it was in the last week.
That was definitely that guard up there with the fucking spears.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking too. There might between the dwarf people and the lake.
So you're cutting off there. What did you say? What was the last thing you said?
He said the Lady of Winterfell.
Nice. Good thing you cut off. You're trying to say the Wind Fury, Lady Wind Fury.
Winterfell is something else.
Yeah, we don't know what that is.
Never heard of it, ever.
Sorry, bad memory.
Okay, so we're saying Lady Wind Fury might be down here. Since she wasn't in the tower, she must be down here somewhere.
Yes, let's get down there.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you just said. Could you repeat that?
What I'm getting from this is that perhaps Lady Wind Fury is somewhere down here in the tunnels, since we didn't find her in the.
But isn't Lady Windfury the lord of the whole region here? Why would she be in the tunnels?
Well, didn't we expect to find her in that tower and she wasn't there?
I don't think we expected to find her there.
I think Lady Windfury is in Swineford.
Okay, I thought that was the tower was down. All right, sorry, never mind. Then what are we doing down here?
We're trying to get to the tunnels to get to
Swineford. That's the town
Okay,
where.
great. Then let's all get down in there and walk along the railway. It's surely going to lead to another.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we just gotta find some way to attach the rope, because right now there's no way to attach it to the wall and scale down. That's the problem. Maybe we could like try to like hammer something into the stone wall.
If only Hammer Time was here.
Where's hammer time?
Hammer Time is outside next to the tower.
People could go down. Two other people could go down, and we could try to catch.
You want to try to catch me? Fuck.
You gotta be 30 feet.
Sounds like a plan.
Does anyone have like
Who
a
wants-
net? Can you guys like lay out like a net and I'll jump down?
Net. Let me check my stuff.
Check it out. Or like a big piece of cloth would work like that too.
Could we keep going like over the hole in the floor in the initial tunnel we were in?
Yes, there is another ledge, maybe a meter off. It's a 1 meter opening here. You guys can probably just jump over into the other side here. But I need Kira, Merilith, and Killen to roll me a perception check.
Nice.
Natural 20 plus 2, so 22.
Okay.
10.
You what's your skill? Your best skill that you have?
Best skill? What do you mean? Like I have perception already.
Yeah.
I have auditory perception. I have visual perception.
Do you have you can add perception in caves and below visual perception.
Okay. Thank y'all.
Great. So
I rolled a 23 total, by the way.
oh, okay. But did you roll a natural 20?
No, I did not.
Okay. So she's gonna get the advantage here. Killen, you spot so you notice there was a stalactite that was kind of hanging off of the ceiling between just above the opening. that Kira almost fell through earlier. Um, but you noticed a strange shift in the stalactite, almost as if it's alive. You've been kind of looking a bit closer at the stalactite for a few minutes, and you notice that it has a sort of tentacle, kind of like swiveling around it a little bit. And
What?
yeah, it looks like it's something pretending to be a stalactite.
What is it? Hey, you guys, that stalactite is like an evil slug monster or something.
Poke it with something. See if it reacts.
Sorry, I'm downstairs. I can't.
I've got a rope attached to my other arm. Can you guys poke it?
Okay, I'll poke it with the butt of my mate.
Okay. You're kind of trying to swing your mace here. Give me a roll.
No. I'm not swinging it. I'm poking it with the not pointy part, the butt, the like handle.
Yeah. So give me a roll. Go ahead.
What kind of roll?
Ooh. I'm not sure.
A poking it roll.
Okay, just to know like what
This is more
modifiers. But anyways, I
dexterity.
rolled a 2.
Okay. Yeah. You're kind of like sticking your mace up, but you can't actually reach this thing with your mace. It's kind of too far away. So.
Okay, I've suddenly lost interest. Let's keep trying to get down.
Okay. So how do you get down?
Well, that's what we were trying to figure out. Can we look around for something else to tie it to? Or, hey, if you guys are down and not too scared of the moving stalagmite, we can tie it around it and just go really fast.
Can I throw some mercy salt at it? Really a slug?
What does mercy salt do again?
I mean, I just had it. It says properties unknown, bring ingredient, but yeah.
Sure, you can throw mercy salt at it. Go ahead and roll me dexterity.
Okay.
Panish is gonna decide on the spot. That's gonna be fun.
12.
And you grab a pinch of mercy salts, or remove that from your inventory, and you just toss it at this strange stalactite mite creature. All of a sudden, everybody, you've noticed. Well, actually, I'm gonna roll here. Roll first. Oh, that's a critical one. No, the mercy salt actually knocks this thing off of its grip on the ceiling, and it comes careening straight down towards Mayumi, and with a cracking sound lands on the stone ground next to you, and is immobile.
Can I suck its soul? Was it alive?
It's too far.
Next to me? I'm in the tunnel downstairs, no?
Yeah, it fell all the way from the ceiling down towards you.
Oh, okay, sorry. So that means that it might be easier for you guys to get down then.
Well, no. Right now we're just talking about a creature that fell from the ceiling down to and landed next to your foot.
Yeah, can you investigate it, Mayumi?
You do notice, Killen, where it was on the ceiling, there's like a small hole that it seemed to be attached to. It's in the ceiling right now.
Can I like investigate the hole?
Go. I mean, no, I can just tell you about it. It's a small, maybe a fist-sized hole in the ceiling, and you do notice a bit of like etchings into it, as if some claw had clawed into the stone.
Interesting.
Can I burn the thing that just fell down, please?
Sure. You approach the thing, and you notice it seems like it's made of a strange biological material. It looks like almost like a piece of clothing, but it's clearly used to be alive. You see like a tail, a tentacle, sort of these thin tentacles, maybe 2 of them sticking out of either side. It looks a bit almost like a witch's hat, but right now it's all collapsed onto itself because it seems to be dead. You try to burn it alive? Well, burn it dead. You still try to burn it? Hello?
Oh, sorry. Do you hear me?
I hear you now.
still try to burn.
Okay, go ahead. So you just bring your torch down and it catches lights on fire. Oh, and you rolled a 3. I'm gonna say that you. I'm gonna say that you burn your hand and your torch falls in the fire, burning the wooden portion of the torch as well. There's a large fire right now, and you would
It's
take
okay.
2 points of burning
Can I
damage.
actually can I burn myself?
Of course you can.
Sorry. Stop being a fireman.
Yeah, you're not like Daenerys Targaryen. You don't get to like, neglect all fire damage for the rest of your life.
Zuko did lose. True, my bad.
So yeah, I still want to know how you guys are gonna get down from this ledge.
I don't freaking know now. Jeez.
So the face of this ledge, like leading all the way down, are there footholds? Can I escalade my way?
Can we put the rope in the hole where the thing was perched?
That's what I was wondering, but then fire.
GM?
Oh, I mean, you can try. How would you go about doing that?
It's too high. How high is it?
It's about a meter higher than you guys.
It was so high that like Merilith couldn't touch it with her mace, you know.
She just missed it with her mace.
But can I investigate the side of this rock face and see if I'd be able to climb my way down?
Yeah, you can investigate.
We already checked that though, didn't we? You said it would bleed.
You can climb your way partially down, but at some point it gives off into a cavern, which is a large drop.
Why don't you guys climb down the rope? Why don't you just do it? Climb down the rope and then someone catch me. Like with like a cloth or something, you know?
Or if we like interlock our arms in kind of a net type of way, the way acrobats do when they catch, or like cheerleaders when they catch the top cheerleader and they crisscross their arms and catch her together.
Exactly.
Yes, I have some experience. I was an acrobat, so I do know this.
I was a cheerleader, so I know how to do it.
Okay, great. So I'll climb down the rope and jump the last couple. If killing can hold my weight.
Yeah,
I can go. You can go.
Okay, so I climb my way down.
Merilith, you're the first one. So Killen, I need you to roll me a 12 strength. And Merilith, I need you to roll me acrobatics at 10.
19.
Oh, yeah, natural 20 plus 2.
Acrobat girl.
All right. So, Merilith, what skill do you have?
I have acrobatics, which is under dexterity, but nothing under.
So you can add rope climbing.
Yeah.
That's a good one to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Merilith, you swing all the way down, and you actually pulled your first backflip in your life, and you just land very graciously next to Mayumi.
We're all
yeah. Thank you. I take a little bow. I'm like really proud of myself right now, and I'm feeling really good and pumped and energized and stuff.
I'm gonna throw a Bobo Plono flower for your performance.
Did you carry that around just?
I say you're natural. Very nice. You should join the circus.
Thank you. Guys, you're too much. I'm blushing through all my armor.
Merilith and Mayumi, you hear sort of a scuttling sound coming from the southern portion of the tunnel. You can't quite see anything though.
Guys, there's a scuttling sound. Get quick, eh? Get down to here quick.
I've always got my hands like ready on my mace because you never know.
Yeah, Kira, do you want to climb down now?
All right.
Make sure they're okay.
All right.
You start climbing down?
I'm gonna tie my dog to my back first.
Do you have another rope?
I'm gonna tie him with my fur.
How does that work?
I'm gonna do. You know when you have like a baby and like he's il est comme attaché genre dans un.
Okay, you can roll me survivalist here. Roll me actually no, I'll have you roll it when it's more critical. Okay, so you kind of tie your fur, you fashion it into a sort of cradle that
Yeah.
Keela can curl up in. We're gonna see if it holds later on, so I'll have you roll your survivalist later when it
All right.
when it matters most. You lower yourself down the rope.
I have one question.
Yes.
I slept in my mat. Does that count as sleeping in a bed?
Yes.
All right.
Actually, no. The whole point of that thing.
Oh.
The whole point of that thing is to incentivize you guys paying for inns.
Okay.
And taverns.
But I kind of paid to buy a mat though, so.
Yeah, but the mat should give you some sort of advantage. Doesn't it have any description in it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so you can add a +1 to like a healing or +2. +2.
All right. Good.
Okay, so yeah, you start lowering yourself down. From killing, I'm gonna need a 13 strength check because Kira is down there with his dog now, and Kira, you're gonna need to roll me a 10 in acrobatics and a 9 in survivalist or wisdom.
Okay.
I got a 12. Oh no.
And the rope slips.
Oh no. Oh no.
The rope slips between Keelan's hands.
Love that.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And you are free falling now down towards the floor where Merilith and Mayumi are. With your dog.
Unroll Mama's cut. Unroll Mama's cut.
Okay, I grab Mama's cot and I unroll it in one like flick of my wrist, like swoop, and it all
Okay, roll me a 12 survivalist. Or dexterity, sleight of hand.
Just checking my modifiers. I know I have sleight of hand. 1 second. 11.
Nope.
And just at the last minute, you're not able to take out Mama's cot. Mayumi, you get a opportunity. What do you do?
To like get Mama's cut, get Mama's cut out of in position.
Okay, can you roll a 12? You can try.
Dexterity, you know?
Sleight of hand if you have it, but dexterity, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, Merilith, you were getting all mixed up with Mama's cot. You weren't able to open it in time, but Mayumi just grabs it and places it under Kira. Kira, this is going to give you an advantage on your acrobatics check for your landing. But because you're holding your dog, it's going to be a little bit harder. You're going to have to roll me a 16 with advantage.
Oh.
Kira?
Then 20.
And you grab Aquila and bring Aquila straight onto your belly, bring yourself below Aquila to protect him, and with a loud thump, you land straight on Mama's cot, which absorbs most of the damage. You're only going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage to the back. And you're safe.
Boom, Mama.
Oh, and the rope falls next to you. Kill and roll me perception.
Oh god. Okay. Why is the dice frozen? Is the internet still working?
No, I saw you rolled a 14.
Oh, it was 15. Sorry, the intros.
Okay, so you with a 15, you turn around and you hear uh like it looks like small scuttling sounds coming from the tunnel you just came from. You're also hearing some breathing of multiple small little creatures. It sounds like a lot of saliva sounds. It's getting closer.
Amazing.
Hello?
Okay. Wow.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
cutting out a lot. It's okay.
Give me an Oscar, please.
I'm cutting out so much, I barely got any of that. I think my internet's bad.
Basically, you're hearing some creatures.
You're gonna have to do that again.
You're hearing some creatures coming up behind you, creeping up on you. You're hearing.
Okay. Ew, gross.
Did you get?
What I want to do, I'm gonna be like, hey, Merilith, catch this. I'm gonna throw my bedroll down, and then I'm gonna say, open that up on top of Mama's cot, and I'm gonna jump for it.
Okay.
Is that crazy?
That's pretty crazy. All right, Merilith, roll me an
It's
11.
definitely crazy. Sorry, what am I rolling for?
Merilith, roll me an 11 to set up this whole thing in Survivalist, and that's under Wisdom.
I can also stack my 2 sleeping mats on top of that.
Yes, please. Thank you.
You're gonna have to roll me an 11 to do that on time.
14 total for me.
8 for me.
Yeah, that doesn't do it. So you're gonna get 2 advantages killing, but you're gonna have to roll me a 17 on this fall.
Okay.
Acrobatics.
And then does agility count with that?
No. Dexterity counts.
What is it that counts? So just +1. Okay. Okay, so I have 2 advantages.
Oh wait, Milton, who wasn't able to correctly put the thingy? Because I can help if that person was too slow.
Yeah, you can try to roll an 11.
I messed up. You can do it for me.
I rolled a 13.
Yeah, okay, so you get 3
Nice.
advantages killing. You had to roll a 17.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add another advantage from my earring. All right, let's see this.
Oh my god.
Oh god. No, didn't get it.
What's your total?
15.
And the 15, you kind of jump off this ledge right now as you see 4 small creatures that look like the size of a puppy, each of them, but they don't look like puppies at all. They have tight, leathery skin and sharp fangs, no eyes, and these claws on their little paws. And there's 4 of them, and you see drool just falling out of their mouths as they seem to be preparing for a meal. They rush at you, but you jump off at the last minute, kind of diving straight down into the ledge and down into the cavern below, heading straight towards the mattresses that are stacked. Merilith and Mayumi and Kira are all ready for the landing. Unfortunately, as you're falling, your body's kind of spinning, and you hit the side of the stack of mattresses and roll off into the ground, smacking your face into the floor of the cavern. You're going to take 9 points of bludgeoning damage to the face. And you roll...
Okay, I'll take
Well,
it.
I got it, and I took 9. What is this?
Yeah, but you had a dog with you.
You're weak.
Fine, okay. 11 points of damage.
No, I wanted mine. Wanted mine lower.
11 points of damage killing for the sake of consistency.
No, take that back. That's not cool.
Well, it's not cool. It's just it's realistic.
No, just because you made a mistake doesn't mean I have to suffer. It's not.
Ugh. Okay, sure. Anyway, so you guys are in the large cavern below, and you guys see the creatures at the top, next to the ledge, looking down menacingly at you guys. The same sound is coming from down below where you guys are.
Milton, I forgot to mention something.
Sure.
I have a thing called Call of the Wild, and I can sense the presence of any creature within 30 feet.
Wow.
Okay.
So that's kind of useful.
Is that
That's cool.
Yeah, that's kind of useful, right?
is that all it says?
Would have been useful 10 minutes
I think
ago.
so. Wait, let me go. As not beginning at the second level, you're in tune with your natural world by opening your senses. In action, you're able to sense the presence of any creature you can tame within 30. You can tame, but I can tame like all of them.
Yeah, so you have to, it's an action, so you have to proactively say, "Hey, I use Call of the Wild and see if there's any creature around me that I can potentially take."
Okay, and do I have a limit to use it?
No limits at the moment, no.
All right. Okay.
So, do you use Call of the Wild right now?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
I'm assuming that's animal handling.
Yeah, yes.
So 21.
21, yeah, you feel a presence nearby. It feels like a strange, unusual presence that you haven't felt before, but it's definitely an animal that you feel has a brain that you can potentially interact with. Uh, it's approximately 5 meters to your left, and it's on the ground right now, and it's just resting there behind some stalactites.
All right, so I'm gonna try to get closer.
Okay, as you approach,
And
you're hearing the scuttling sound increasing in intensity coming from the south portion of the tunnel. Uh, this sounds a lot like what Killen was hearing earlier, except it sounds like a lot more of them are coming.
Do we all hear this, right?
Yeah, you guys will all hear it.
So I have my mace in my hands and I'm ready.
Okay.
and the sound is not the same as the creature. I just it's not coming from the same creature. It's something else, right?
No. Your creature seems to be behind some rocks nearby.
I ready up as well with Meredith.
Okay.
Okay, well I'm gonna approach the creature and try to interact with it.
You turn around a rock and you see a snake. It seems like a snake with a skin that looks quite gray, like it blends in quite well with the rocks near around it. And it has this tail that ends with like a. It almost looks like a pickaxe shape on it, with two horns sticking out of either side. But it's actually resting, and it opens its eyes and looks at you. It doesn't attack.
I'm gonna use animal communication,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to tame it.
Okay, go ahead and roll for animal communication.
Okay. Is it a different roll than the taming roll?
Yes.
Okay. So I rolled a 15 for animal communication. Actually, I get an advantage when my dog is here.
It says, is it ready or no? Your roll.
Yeah, I got 15. 15.
Aquila actually walks up and looks at the snake as well. Aquila goes, "Yo, what is this thing?" The snake looks up at both the two of you and says, "I was sleeping." And you speak, snake?
Yeah, I do actually. So nice to meet you, Snakey. What's your name?
They call me Albert.
Nice.
Albert.
Nice to meet you, Albert. Could you help us out? We're kind of lost in this cave.
Hey, do you have a fourth roll?
No. I was trapped when I was a child.
What? So you can't help us? You don't know the way out?
Oh, this way. and the snake kind of starts slithering towards the north end of the tunnel right now. Merilith, Killen, and Mayumi, you guys notice movements coming from all around the southern end, and maybe 20, 25, 30 of these creatures, too many to count, appear in a large swarm surrounding the three of you.
Are those dog things?
Like those little puppy monsters.
Bleh.
Yeah. You guys are going to have to roll me initiative.
$18.
Do they count as monsters?
Yes.
Natural 20, baby.
Who got a natural 20? Mayumi? Nice. What skill do you already have?
Yeah, it was Mayumi.
Yeah, Mayumi, what skill do you have?
Last time I rolled a 20 on like a initiative thing, you gave me a quick attack. My skills.
Yeah, but that's only when you're attacking on for initiative. So right now I'm going to say initiative against monsters.
Just initiative. I don't have initiatives point.
Oh, you can have you can have initiative under dexterity. Okay, so Mayumi, you rolled a 20. Killen, you rolled an 18. And I rolled a 6. I don't have any. Oh, Merilith, is that your 7?
Yeah, but total 9.
Okay, yeah, just say your totals because I don't know what your totals are.
I did, but everyone was talking, and then there was a conversation that ensued.
So, all right, so Mayumi, you are first. What do you do?
Okay, so do we have like a round, like how many like dog looking things are coming at us?
Too many to count, but I'd say 25 to 30 approximately.
Are they coming? Is the tunnel like wide, or is it like a pair of them? Right?
It's
like, do you see what I mean?
It's very wide. You're in a large cavern at this point.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to do like a
what? Sorry.
Flamethrower, but like having like a wide range, so it can englobe the wolf. Yeah, I guess like I'd say like a 5 feet wide. It won't be like very strong, but in the middle, kind of dissipated. You see what I mean? Because of the surface is so big.
Okay, roll for me.
Me, but not a natural one.
Okay, so you channel all of your energy into your hands, open both of your palms, and shoot both of your arms forward as two large jets of flame emerge in a wide open ray pattern that kind of englobe and encase a large chunk of these creatures. As soon as your flames disappear, you notice that several of them are roasting, dead and smoking, and many of the others kind of start retreating and with their bodies on fire, going down into the tunnel where they came from. But right where you do that, you notice that 10 others come and replace those. Next up is Killen.
Okay, well, this is like a never-ending flood of weird little evil things.
Yet to be determined.
Let's make a run for it.
Yeah, can we make a run for it? What's behind us?
An open tunnel with a railway continuing down that direction.
Okay, I've
you
got
also
a torch.
see the snake that Kira was talking to. It's slithering northwards in that direction.
Okay. I've got a torch, so maybe I'm gonna light it and like try to keep those things away while you guys can run for it.
But then what about you?
I mean, I'll just like walk backwards with the torch. You know, maybe we could all walk backwards, like in like a V formation.
No time for conversation. You have to make a decision.
All right, let's go.
I'm lighting the torch.
Okay, roll me survivalist. Under wisdom.
Under wisdom. Wait, I've definitely got wisdom. Okay, so that makes 14.
And you kind of shine your torch at the swarm of creatures, and you can see that they're not very happy with fire. They kind of keep a small distance away from you. Some of them kind of bite at you and try to like get close to you, but none of them actually have the courage to come closer to you because of the flame. But a lot of them are starting to surround the entire group of the four of you, and they're kind of coming in from the side as well, trying to form a swarm around you.
Where was that gunpowder on the ground?
It is behind the four of you. It's kind of still laying there on the ground. It's right next to Kira.
Should we light it on fire?
If we could like use it to make a line in
No time
front
to
of us.
talk. No time to talk. Only
Let's go. Keep running. Let's follow the snake, and when you're up to the
next person,
gunpowder, light it.
The next person on the order, I think, is Kira. But Kira, I don't see your roll here for initiative. But
I didn't roll. Okay, you said the three of them roll for initiative.
oh, sorry, I meant all of you. Sorry.
14.
Yeah, and Merilith, you rolled a 7.
Yeah, which was a total 9.
Yeah, so Kira's next.
All right, so I'm following the snake, and I'm telling everyone to go this way.
All right, and roll me agility. Okay, so you're
13.
You're kind of leading the way down the tunnel away from the swarm, and next up is Merilith.
Okay, so how about I kind of like go beside Killen, who has fire, and she's backing down. She's like walking backwards, but going north and like waving the fire at the creatures.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna like link. I'm not like actually link arms, but be like shoulder to shoulder with you. And since I don't have fire, I'm gonna just swing my mace back and forth to kind of keep them at bay as we walk backwards.
Yes.
North down the.
Give me a roll.
For mace combat.
Yeah.
Total 8.
And with a total of 8, I have a 20. 2 of them actually jump up at you, and you swing your mace and hit one of them, kind of baseball style, and goes flying into the darkness and hits the wall. But the other one actually gets onto your wrist, and as you and Killen are walking backwards away from the swarm, your mace falls on the ground, and it looks like it's about to get swallowed by the swarm.
No!
I'm trying to pick it up for her.
Killen can try to pick it up for her, but Killen.
Yeah. Let me move forward with the try to back things.
So you're trying to move towards the swarm now, right? With your flame?
Yeah, to scare him away from the mace.
Okay, you can try to roll intimidation here with charisma with advantage.
Okay, 1 second.
Sorry, Milton, did I take damage for the bite to the wrist?
Yeah, 2 points. Thank you. Piercing damage.
Ooh, so 21.
Yeah, and Killen aggressively grunts and like kind of roars at them a little bit, swinging her flame, and
like that.
And they kind of back away a little bit, clearing the path towards the mace. And Killen, you start approaching, and you get down and you pick up the mace for Merilith.
All right, I'll toss it back to Meredith.
Oh my god, thank you so much. I owe you one.
I know how much weapons mean, man.
It's the only weapon I have that like has perk points. I really need that mace.
I understand.
It's the swarm's turn. The swarm actually comes and it tries to surround you guys from the back now that you advanced a little bit to take the mace. Because of that, it's going to have advantage because you walk towards it, basically. I want to know what you guys do. You guys, all 3 of you get to react.
We should place ourselves back to back to back, like form a circle, but we're facing outwards so that if we're surrounded, we're all facing like this.
Yeah, and do you guys have anything to light on fire? Because if not, I've got torches.
Yes, I have my hands.
Okay, make fire, Merilith. I'm giving you one of my torches for your other hand.
Okay.
It's already lit.
Okay, thanks.
Can I create a? Because if they're trying to surround us, can I create a path like another flamethrower, but like in front of us, so we can just run towards and follow Kira and the snaky thing?
Yeah, is that what all three of you are trying to do? Is to clear a path towards Kira?
Yeah, we're all trying to kind of go that direction, but also get away from these creatures.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Merilith and Killen, you guys can roll for Survivalist, which falls under Wisdom. And Mayumi, you're gonna roll for Old Magic.
8.
5.
Oh my god, you guys, we're the worst survivalists ever.
Wow.
And right now, Mayumi turns and prepares her flame and projects a large burst of flame forward, trying to clear a path towards Kira. Unfortunately, that's the moment where a small piece of ember lands on the powder on the ground. And what ensues is a powerful explosion, sending the three of you flying in every direction, killing a huge portion of the swarm. Blood everywhere. Dust fills the entire room. Each of you are going to take... Oh, it's not so bad. You guys are going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you all fall backwards. The real issue, though, is that all of a sudden you guys feel a rumbling as part of the ceiling detaches and falls down between you guys and Kira, creating a sort of wall that separates you guys from Kira, and then you need to climb to get there. Kira, there's a wall separating you from the rest of your party, and there's a lot of dust coming from this area, so you can't quite see well, but the wall doesn't completely go all the way up to the ceiling. It's kind of something that you need to climb right now.
All right, let's climb.
Acrobatics?
Let's do this.
Okay, all of you can roll me for... It's not acrobatics, it's more like strength and climbing. Actually, acrobatics could work here. That's fine. I'll accept it. Or athletics. So you guys can roll to climb here.
10.
10. Jinx.
Kira, you're also climbing?
Okay. Yeah, I rolled a 13. I wanna like, if I can get up top on top of the wall and like help people up.
Okay, so the swarm is kind of like dispersed right now and not organized and not able to get to you guys on time. Merilith, Killen, and Mayumi, you guys run to the wall and begin climbing. Mayumi has no trouble climbing. She makes it to the top. Kira, you make it to the top as well. Killen makes it over, and Merilith is having a little bit of difficulty. But Kira, you manage to grab Merilith's arm and pull her all the way up off of the wall as the swarm finally converges at the floor of the wall, at the foot of the wall, and starts yapping at you and slobbering its saliva menacingly. They seem angry that they lost their prey.
I give them the finger.
You guys are pretty impressive.
Thanks, Albert.
Big Al.
No problem.
Hey, Albert, do you want to stay a fisherman's friend?
What?
Or some hold.
For that sore throat? You know, it could be coronavirus.
Yes, please.
Topical.
So you guys finally make it to safety on the ground on the other side of the wall, and you turn back, probably relieved that you escaped that swarm. You look down into the tunnel. You see the railway heading down that way, and you guys notice a small pendant on the ground. Who picks it up?
I pick it up. No, I'm going for it.
Everybody roll initiative.
Oh my god.
Mr. rolls a 6. What does that mean?
Dude, there's a red.
Natural 20 plus 1, 21.
Picking up shit. That's a good skill.
What a 3, so I probably just pick up some rocks.
17.
Yeah, Killen gets there first with Mayumi, and they start fighting over the pendant. Kira jumps in as well, and they start squabbling over it like a bunch of children. But then Merilith comes and tosses them all on the ground and grabs the pendant from all of them. Merilith, you're looking at the pendant right now.
I just helped you up the wall, Marilyn.
I had to stop you guys from fighting like a bunch of children.
Merilith, you look and you inspect the pendant. You see a scorpion symbol etched into it, and you see
I have the same one.
you see the letter S engraved in it as well.
The letter S like snake?
Like snake, S
Like
snake.
Albert.
S like Albert.
Exactly.
And on that scene, our game ends for today.
Wait, I need my skill for my natural 20.
Oh yes, natural 20, breaking up fights.
Under initiative?
Oh my god.
Oh, this could be really good.
I just want to say that the scorpion is the sigil of the guy.
Of which guy?
Or
Of who? I missed that.
as in, the guys that we beat in the tower, they had a red sigil. That was a red scorpion.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, for sure. And
No
then,
doubt.
which one did the other guys have?
They had a black snake with a hammer.
Snake.
That's what the goblins had.
You mean the dwarves?
The dwarf, sorry.
So yeah, that's our game for today, guys. Thanks for playing. You guys can all level up, by the way.
Nice.
Way ahead of you.
Nice. Yes, sir. I love leveling up.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna end the stream.